We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Harold Landry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll set up to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped.
Shit, nah.
Picked off by Brian Poole.
Alright, I'm gonna go check as soon as it's over. Since you want me to check it so bad.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
4-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous.
Son of a cookie monster.
Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 6.
Did you close your hand up in there? You close your hand up in that damn thing?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Did you close your hand up in there?
Yeah, but I think I told you guys to get out of the
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Yo.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Running right through him. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 41-yard line.
Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
Don't drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yards.
Damn, this shit just went over quick as fuck.
How about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton.
Bro.
And they'll wind up
Come
getting
on
this
now.
one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a
good pickup there, 8 yards on the first
I
down
know this
completion.
nigga ain't got that type of goddamn sense. Like, this nigga by himself. Do it over his back shoulder, not a
Once we
pick.
hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Carolina.
They'll run here with Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Panthers add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
Now back to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Fuck.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check. Check Mike 21. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Fucking bitch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He was taken
Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Block 59. Block 59. That's a screen. Pass. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
This nigga go
A.J.
to the
Brown
corner,
in the
boy.
final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
For the point after.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
The
line.
New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's the
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Fucking boy, get the fuck out of here.
He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey.
These niggas,
his
bro.
21st touchdown of the season. And
Please,
the Panthers
serious
add on to
work.
their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
and break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly.
They just massive.
Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 21. Yeah, double up. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. looking to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. 17. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Back to throw again. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball.
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
In your face!
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman.
Mother,
And he's
come
going to be
on.
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Allen now looks to throw.
Fuck.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he
ain't gonna give it to me, bro.
So this will go only as
Fuck out of
incomplete.
here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Son of a
And he's
bitch.
got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
To Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 35, Jets 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Oh, my
Pass is
God,
intercepted
bro.
for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 42. Jets
This nigga
10.
throwing wild
So
and
they throw the pick
crazy.
six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
42. Jets 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This ball caught by his tight end Wilson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Wilson has it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one.
But wait, what y'all doing?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
What y'all running? You want to run it fast, version?
They've got another first. A first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to like that. It's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a
Bro, get the
diving
fuck
catch
out of
there.
here.
23 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Carolina.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go out near midfield at
There's
the
some
49.
bullshit out the making.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Allen again. They'll run the screen with Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 59.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen, quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well.
Panthers.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And again, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
This shit is like, I'm still appalled by this shit. Nobody getting back there. I got no type of rush going on. crazy. It's okay. I'll pump my defense up in the free agency. Pump my offense up in the draft.
Check, 59. R52. I'm coming after you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage
You gotta be
continues.
shitting
It's
me on all
another
different levels.
touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.